In this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do IP routes on your routers between two sites. So to begin, we have our blue site here, which is 192.168.1, and we'll have .2 on this side. So the first thing we got to do is set up IP addresses on all of our devices. So we'll start with our PCs here. Do .5. So I'm going to mask just like that. Do .1 for the router. Default gateway. For down here, let's do .6. That's fine. .1 here. Throw some IPs on these PCs over here. We'll be using .2. Do 5 and 6 just like the other ones. 2.1. 2.1. .6 here. .1 for the gateway. Okay, now we can move on to our routers here. So we'll start with blue site. CLI tab. Let's do no here. Enable mode. Config T. So the interface that we'll be using will be, turn on port labels here. FA01. This is the interface we're going to set between the routers. Into FA0/1. Given the IP address, we'll do 192.168.100.1. Subnet mask 2, we'll do no shutdown to turn the status to up. X out of here, move on to red site, do the same thing. No, enable mode, conf T into FA01, I believe. Yep. Give it an IP address. 100.2. Alright, no shutdown. See these indicators turn green, that means the ports are up. Now we also have to set the interface between the routers and switches. So we'll do that right now. We'll do exit into FA0/0. Give it an IP address 192.168.2.1. Subnet mask. Do no shutdown. See, it's all green now. Let's do the same thing over here. Into FA0/0. IP address 192.168.1.1. Then the subnet mask. Do no shutdown here. It's got green lights now. So now that we have IP addresses on all of our devices, now we can start the IP routes. It's actually pretty easy. So we'll just head over to our first router here on the blue site. Exit out of here. So we just go into config mode. And you write IP route. Then the first thing that we're going to need to write in is a destination IP address. So the destination would be the red site's IP address. And it would just be the network address. So it would be ending in 0. So we'll do 192.168.2.0. And then the subnet mask of that. And then the next thing here is it's called next hop. So it's the next router's address that this router will need to know to get over to this site. So that'd be router 1's IP address. This one right here. So do 192.168.100.2. That's this interface's address, this one right here. Perfect. And now we can go over to our other one, red sites router. X out of here. Now that we're in general config mode, we can do the IP route. So we need this network address, 192.168.1.0. Subnet mask. Then the next hop, which would be FA01 of router 0. And we set that to 192.168.100.1. That's good. And now we should have full connectivity between this LAN and this LAN. We can check that out by grabbing one of these IPs, copy, go over to this site, command prompt, do a ping. And I might say request timed out for the first couple times because that's to fill out the MAC address table. Yep, there we go. Full replies all around. And now that it's added to the MAC address table, we could do over here, and we won't even get that request timed out. Should just ping right away. Yeah. Could also take one of these IPs, copy it, go over to this site, ping. There we go. So it's a pretty simple concept. Could even do a trace route. It'll show you the direct path that it takes to get to this PC. It's .61. So you see the first one, 192.168.1.1. So that's this network. .1 would be router 0's FA00 if you hover over. See 192.168.1.1. Let's see what the next one was. Then it goes through 192.168.100.2, which is this interface. We could hover over that. FA01. Yep. Then the third one, 192.168.2.6. That should be FA0/0. Let's take a look. Yeah. Oh, 192.168.2.6. That's just the PC we're trying to get to. That's this one right here. So it shows the direct path that it goes through. But other than that, that's it. IP routing is pretty simple, but if you have any other questions, just leave them down in the comments.